Boston, the inert capital city of Massachusetts, last Friday underscored the degree to which the coronavirus has affected the country not just medically but economically. There was virtually no commuter traffic because most of Boston's office towers were empty. Not only wasn't there baseball at Fenway Park, but it wasn't even open for public tours. Most of the surrounding restaurants were closed, and one that was open, the famed Cask 'n Flagon, had no customers at high noon. A friend who flew into town to visit his sick mother at a nearby hospital drove from Milwaukee to Chicago to catch a direct flight because of reduced airline service in his hometown. The effects of COVID-19 are far-reaching and, without better testing, contact tracing and mask wearing, its re-emergence nationally is already exacting a second round of economic damage on the United States. That's something neither workers nor companies can afford, and it's why it's time for the nation's business leaders to talk sense with President Donald Trump. They must make clear he can no longer minimize this virus but has to redouble the nation's efforts to bring it under control. Corporate CEOs from Apple's Tim Cook on down may be the only people left who can make this clear to the president. They are non-politicians who speak a language understood by the real estate developer turned president. Their bottom line is the nation's, and it's hemorrhaging cash. The Wall Street Journal reported last week that Target had already spent $1 billion increasing pay to its hourly workers, as well as providing paid leave and safety equipment including masks. Walmart, the nation's leading retailer, spent $900 million in the quarter ended April 30th. Kroger shelled out $830 million on similar expenses, and Home Depot $640 million. A clearer picture will come when more firms report their results for the current quarter, beginning next month, the Journal added. That may be the case in the sense of Securities and Exchange Commission filings, but big and small businesses are already generating updated reports. Apple announced last week it was closing 14 stores in Florida it had reopened because of rising COVID-19 infection rates. That came less than a week after it said it was reclosing 11 stores in Florida as well as Texas, Arizona, North Carolina and South Carolina for the same reason. All told, the tech giant has now reclosed 32 stores because of the surge. Governors Greg Abbott of Texas and Ron DeSantis of Florida, two of President Trump's Republican allies who were among the first to reopen their states after the initial March lockdown, announced Friday they were reclosing bars in their states in an effort to limit the virus's spread. Scientists have made clear for months the only way to control the virus before a vaccine's available is to socially distance. That initially meant shuttering our economy to prevent a surge of infections from overwhelming our nation's hospitals.